Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to episode 6 of The Glow Up, the series where I chronicle reaching my goals both mentally and physically and how I got there, and hopefully it serves two purposes, or maybe three. A, to motivate myself to continue to reach these goals and do better and better. B, to entertain. C, to help the viewer if they are wanting to reach certain goals in their lives, to reach their goals through watching somebody chronicling the process of reaching their own personal goals. I've said goals like about 500 times in that sentence there. Yeah, and it's going extremely well. Once again, if I seem a little out of it, I've just been waking up insanely early every day lately, earlier and earlier and earlier. I just get like my sleep cycle is just in that state where like I'm going to bed earlier and earlier each night, and then waking up earlier and earlier each day. And even if I get a full 8 hours of sleep, I'm like still not a morning person. My eyes, I feel it in my eyes, the weariness. And it's weird. It's like I'm getting enough sleep, but because I'm up so early, it's just my body's like, what are you doing? This is not right. But it's also good because, you're able to get more stuff done waking up earlier in the day. And yeah. So I guess we'll start with sleep. I haven't been getting like just about 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. It's been great. I've just been waking up a little too early, honestly, because things aren't even open. And like there were a couple of days where I was waking up at like 6 in the morning. I'm like, okay, this is kind of bad because like I've got nothing to do for like 2 hours until everything starts to open around town and stuff. But it is good as well because, you're able to get more things done. But also I'm not a breakfast person, so it kind of throws off hunger as well because then you're hungrier earlier. And I don't know, it's a weird thing because you go to bed earlier, but you still go to bed after you eat dinner typically. So it's just like waking up this early kind of sucks because you're just hungrier in the daytime, if that makes sense. But getting a good 8 hours, 7, 8 hours, and waking up earlier. So I've been more productive, which is nice. The weight loss continues. I have lost 2.4 pounds since last week's Glow Up episode, for a total of 19.8 pounds lost. We are basically at 20 pounds total lost. Which is great. I honestly still wish it was more. I was thinking about it. I feel like maybe it's just my metabolism being 31 years old now is not what it once was. Because I definitely feel like in the past I would have for sure been losing much more weight, especially with consistent exercise lately, with kickball and going to the gym and walking around town because I have family in town, and sticking to the calories. Sorry, my nose is once again itchy as hell. I don't know, it just is always itchy as heck. When I make videos, it's so annoying. So anyways, I feel like I should be losing more weight, but again, maybe it's my metabolism. Maybe my metabolism is kicking into gear. I don't know. I never got the science on metabolism down 100%. It's always been a weird thing. But the point is another 2.4 pounds lost since last week's episode and a total of 19.8 pounds lost entirely. Wish it was more. Feel like it should be more closer to 30, but I'm not going to argue about losing upwards of 2 pounds a week because most people say that's the high end of healthy weight loss. So whatever. I will take it. Consistent weight loss is good. In addition, calories have been great. Basically, as I said last week, I've just been shaving off more and more calories each week. Really been attuned to my body and really been good at intuitive eating, stopping when I'm feeling full. Something basically just clicked. I don't feel like overeating anymore. It helps that my appetite has reduced sort of lately. A little bit of anxiety. I've mostly gotten over it at this point, but some of it is still a little bit of anxiety, reducing my appetite a bit, which is a blessing and a curse a bit. But yeah, basically it's just been easier and easier each week to stop when I'm full, when I'm eating something. A good example is I have family in town, as I said, and we went to an El Salvador place where they have these like corn pancakes filled with meat and topped with meat. And basically in the past, I've gone there and I've gotten 2 of those, but this time I just got 1, and I ate about half of it and some chips and queso and a little bit of yucca as a side, and I stopped. I knew we were going to walk around, and I didn't want to feel overly full, and I just don't feel motivated to overeat anymore. It's really nice. So, yeah, it's been very easy to stick with my 2,000 calorie a day goal. Family's in town, so I've been going over. Plus, we had Dungeons and Dragons and we ordered pizza. Every week there's just been things where we go out and do something where basically it's virtually impossible to stick to, 2,000 calories a day on those days that we go out and do stuff. And for me to actually feel like I'm satiated, because I'm a big guy and, I have an appetite and my body wants more calories for sure than that 2,000 calorie a day limit when we're going out and doing things. But when we're not, like when it's a stay at home day or whatever, yeah, it's quite easy to stick to the 2,000 calories a day situation. But anyways, yeah, so every week that we've done this glow up, it's gotten closer and closer to 14,000 calories for that week. Every week it's gone over a bit, but again, I think that's a good thing because I'm more so intuitively eating than just forcing myself at gunpoint to not go over 14,000 calories a week, which I've done in the past, which is not good in my experience. If you hold yourself to such a degree of perfectionism, it ends up hurting you in the long run. So weight loss and calories have been on a linear path towards success, which is great. And then exercise-wise, I've been sticking with the Franco Men's dumbbell-only split off of bodybuilder.com or Muscle and Fitness, one of those websites you can look up, Franco Men's dumbbell-only split, if you are interested. And yeah, it's been going great. Have not missed a gym day and getting stronger and have not lost much muscle compared to when I was going consistently to the gym, which is also great because I really figured that I was going to lose a bunch of muscle. But really, you don't lose as much muscle as you think you're going to lose. I've always heard this, and it's true. Yeah, you start going back to the gym and you realize, I still have my strength to a decent level. So really, yeah, I've only modified a couple of things for that workout. So Monday is chest and triceps. I switched the pec fly with dumbbells to the machine because it's just way easier for my form. Like lying on the bench is terrible for my form. It's really hard to have the mind muscle connection to do pec flies correctly, at least for me. So using the machine is far better. And then for leg day, I switched up drastically. Basically, I scrapped the leg day from the Frankelman's program and I just do the machines, like the leg extension going up, the leg extension going down for hamstrings and or for quads and hamstrings respectively, and then the leg press for a full leg workout pretty much, and then calf raises, just because I detest the lunges and the step ups in the Frankelman's dumbbell only split. I hate it to death. I don't ever want to go back to that. And it just makes you hate it. It makes you dread and hate going to the gym that day. And I don't think that's good. I think it's far better to do something you enjoy, even if it's slower progress. It's just going to be more consistent for your enjoyment level for working out. So basically I switched, the leg day to my own leg program, which hopefully sees results. I'm trying something new, but the shoulders are the same. And all of that has been great. Haven't missed a gym day. Still trying to go with my family in town, which has been a little tricky because we have plans and stuff, obviously. But yeah, exercise has also been really good. And, as I talked about last time, really helps with anxiety and just brightens your day and makes your day much more diligent and intentful. So that's been great also. And I guess that's about it. Water intake is still the number one thing I've been failing on. I don't know why this is the hardest thing for me to do. I just think I've been consuming a lot of non-alcoholic drinks and I don't know, my stomach just usually feels full all the time now. So it's just hard to stomach a lot of water intake just because it feels like I'm getting overly full. And currently I really hate that feeling. But again, it's all an excuse. I mean, I'm just not doing the thing that I want to do for myself. So I need to just buckle down and start to consume this entire thing a day. I don't know why this is the one thing that's this is the easiest thing, but yet it's the hardest thing for me to succeed on, which is quite silly. So hopefully after today, after this glow up episode, I will take this more seriously and consume a full jug of water a day to stay hydrated. I don't know why this has been the major challenge while everything else is linearly progressing on a successful path. But that's basically it. I wish there was more failure involved so I could talk about the hardships, but honestly, most of these goals that I set out for myself have been linearly progressing towards where I want them to be. It's in my experience been very typical where I start to have a positive snowball, and like I said, that positive snowball keeps rolling and building on itself. That's definitely been my experience. So I'm not surprised that I am continuing to do better and better each week. So yeah, I'm going to work on the water thing, but otherwise everything is where I want it to be. Let me know how your goals are going in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you probably for Stellar Blade guides. I think will be the next thing that we do on the main channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.